You're most welcome in our second video on Easy School Tool. My name once again is Kakaye Manasseh, teacher by profession, an IT practitioner, a developer and programmer. In our first video, I introduced to you Easy School Tool, and our first video was about how to install this system on your computer. It is a school management system that works completely offline. You don't need anything like internet. No, you just need to have the installation file, install the system and run it. So in our first video, if you watched it, we installed the Easy School Tool installer, and then we came up with this application. This is the desktop icon or shortcut that was created here. Now in this video I'm going to show you how to open this. Now already our location, we are using app data. That means we can just double click and run it with no restrictions, like you know how I explained that in my first video. Now let's double click the system and we see how to set it up. So we can give it time. It's gonna start. Please, this is very important for you, Director of Studies, Examination Masters, and so on. Other administrators in secondary schools, the primary school system is still under making, and soon it will be out. Even those in need of school timetable management that works offline, just like the Easy School Tool, please, you'll just need to contact me on 0750957804 or on 0743800214, and you'll be able to get the software. So when the system begins, it will launch like that, like you can see that window, and it will give you an overview of what we can do or what it can do. You can also find our contacts just down here. The developer name is me speaking, Kakare Manasseh, with my contacts and email addresses. You can send any feedback or ask a question. So this is what our system can do, a brief overview, but I think most of the features will be seen when the system begins. Very good. As I'm speaking, there is no internet that has been connected. Like you can see my computer, no internet at all. The Wi-Fi is off. So just believe and trust me, the system is completely offline. Now, after the first page, welcome page, it will take you to this new window. If you don't have an account, it will begin with this to allow you create your account. So that means the database doesn't have an account. And if you have an account, it will always begin with this. You sign in always. So now we don't have an account. We are going to create an account. You enter your username. You can write the name, either the name of your school or your name as the administrator. You can say, this is Kakaire. And my password, this one is secret. Nobody can see it. And my password is entered already. You can use this to view it and confirm. Then you can register. Which role are you going to play on the system? Are you going to be a user or an admin? That means admins have much permissions to access different functions. So if you're going to access the system, register as an admin. Then you're going to select a security question. Why a security question? This one helps you to recover your password. Remember, this is an offline system where you cannot recover your password using email because you don't need internet. So you're going to have your security question. You can write it anywhere with the answer, so that when you forget or lose your password, you can easily recover it by only answering the correct question. So they're asking, what city were you born? I can say I was born, maybe I can say in Bujiri. That is my security question. This one will prevent, or block some people who may want to gain unauthorized access to the system without your consent. Okay, so a person will not gain access to the system without your consent. You, the administrator, even when they try to reset your password, they will not reset it without answering the correct security question. So we can now go and say register, and after registering, you enter your username, then you can enter your password and you say login. Wonderful. So our system will now log in like that. And as you can see, it is completely blank. There is nothing. The system is blank. So you're now ready to start setting up your system. This system can be managed by you, the user. You are the one to add your subjects that your school offers. You're the one to add the classes that the school offers and a lot of things. I want you to follow these videos and you'll see how good the system is. Now it will count, it even tells you the current date, tells you the current time, and it will depend on the set time and date on your computer. So ensure it is accurate. Then the administrator who is currently running the system, your name will be here. Like this is the account name or username you registered with. It will show up here. Now we have active year and active term fields here. This one will show you the user, which term are you running and which academic year are you running. So what do? I told you this system is very good for you. At very cheap cost, you use the system. You can subscribe per term or you can subscribe per year. I just want to tell you that it is better you get the whole system at once, manage it for good. You get access to add and manage years. After this academic year, you add your academic year by yourself and even the terms by yourself. I don't know whether you understand. So what do we do? Before you do anything, you go and add academic year and term that you're going to start with. So we get manage, and then we go and see we are beginning 2025, and then you add. So you come here, add term, you select term 1, add, select term 2, add, select term 3, add. So meaning this is a complete year. It's a complete study year. So if you don't set it active, you will not see it here. Meaning after adding terms and years, you need to set that year to be active and the message will display. Then you also need to set the active term. When you register learners without adding a year and term, you will not be able to track these learners. Even when you find them, you try to look for them on the system, they will be unidentified because learners on the system can be traced by following their year and term when they were admitted. That means you can promote learners. You can even promote learners based on which year they were registered and which year you want to do that. Okay, so we have activated term 1 of 2025. We are now set to continue. So what next? The next thing is to add classes to your system. How many classes or levels do you have in your school? So we go and say O level. I think I've been a bit faster. You shall come to manage classes on your navigation menu. Manage classes. You will see 3 or 4 buttons under manage classes, drop list, add O level, A level, A level transitional, and then managing streams. So you can add the O level classes if your school has O level, add it, and then just come here and enter the name. Add the class, you just S1 or senior 1. Add, you say S2. If you have teachers already on the system, you can assign class teachers from here. Okay. that is it. We can now say S3, S4. I think those are the O-level classes we have. Back to dashboard, you will see your classes already here. Your classes will display on chart. This chart is going to display the number of learners per class. So currently it is showing you the available classes. That is O-level. So we can still go under manage classes. If you have A-level, just go to A-level and you say A-level, we have senior 5. Actually, this A-level class management form is particular for A-level new curriculum, which we shall in which we process report cards similarly to the new O-level curriculum. So you say add, and then we can you see even the class is here. Now if you have senior 6 or the curriculum, you can also come here, A-level transitional, and then you say senior 6 as your class, add. You can still assign class teachers from here if you have the teachers already on the system. If you don't have, you can leave it like that. When you come back, then you can use the edit and then you select your teachers, then you save. But we don't have, so let's just cancel this. So back to learners dashboard, and you will see your transitional class added on the system. So that is how we add the classes on the system and how we set active year and term. The next thing here will be adding or setting your school information. Actually, we just use the admin settings button. Then you come to school info setup. You come here and type the name of your school. So I would say Bukanga CD Secondary School. Bukanga CD Secondary School. Ownership is government. The type is secondary. District, we can say this one is found in Luka. Then contacts, I will use some sample contacts. I'll use some sample contacts. Email, shall use Bukanga CD 2022 at gmail.com. And then you need a box number. This information will be displayed on important pages and documents on your system. Like report cards will have these headers showing, and then we have the head teacher. This can be Mr. Wakiwaine, Mr. Crane Micros, and then the contact of the head teacher. I can use some sample contact here. The administrator's name who is managing the system, like you registered, and then Kakaire. Then you have admin contact. I can use 7. Yeah. And then you can have the motto. Education and display. Oh, I think this is better to make it capital letter. This is sample data, not accurate data. Right? So you can choose a badge. If your school has a digital badge, you can choose it from here. It will appear on your report cards and other important documents. So choose. You can say choose. Then you look for location where you have your badge. Oh, I don't know, where can I find this? installers, photos, then I have a Bukang badge. Good. So your badge will not display here until you save it. So you just save info. So you can see your badge is here and those information is saved now. So you can view the summary here. This is the summary of all you have entered and it is printable. Just come print summary and you file this, put this in your file. It's very important. You can print it in landscape, you can print it maybe in a portrait, in any way that you want. So that is how you set up your system. So we can get back to dashboard. Now we have set our system. We can try to see if it is visible. Like in view students, you can find all your data about your school is here. If you try to view reports, you can still find the same. For example, your report card will also show the badge and everything that you need. So the next thing will be adding subjects for each level that you have on your system. And you just come to manage subjects button on your menu. Then you begin adding for each level. But before that, if your school has streams, please, you just need to go back to manage classes, then manage streams. You can add stream A, add stream B, add, may have arts like for A level, you may have science, add that, then back. That means you already have. And then the next thing is adding subjects. Please, these are the best steps to follow to set up your system before you can begin registering learners. So you go to manage subjects, add for O level, add for biology, Now you are seeing two columns. You have subject name and subject code. You can use codes like a bio, then you write 537. I don't know whether it's correct. Paper code. You can use paper codes in this column, or you can use the same name. Why are we using the two? For subject names, here you can write longer subject names. For example, have subjects like information and communication technology. That is a longer subject name. So if you display it in report cards, the subject column in the report card may be forced to overlap and to wrap, and it will be very wide, making the report card to be produced on many pages. So we decided you enter a longer subject name here, then you enter shorter name or subject code, which will be displayed on report cards. So here I have biology. Since it is a shorter name, it can still remain the same. It will depend on how you want it to appear on the report card. You may say I want it to appear as bio, it is okay. Then since this is O level, it is compulsory subject, so you ensure you check compulsory, then you add. It will be added here. You have biology. Yes, it is compulsory. Learner count, here it will show you a summary of how many learners registered for biology, but since we have not registered any learner, you will not know. So we can have another one as chemistry. Have chemistry. Then this is compulsory. We add. We can have mathematics. These long names will display like in wide columns, like in student lists. You can see the subjects that learners do by full subject name, not subject code, a shorter name. That one will be particularly for report card. So this one is for report card purposes. This one is displaying subjects like in teacher lists, saying what subjects they are doing. We can see this in a learner list like that. So we can say compulsory. We also have history and political education, for example, such a subject, history and political education, history and political education. This one can be written as history. You can write it as history and leave it, or you can say history and the political, then you say educ, like that as a short form. It's also compulsory. Then we can have English language. English language can still maintain the same. It is compulsory. We check and then add. Then you can say we have subject like agriculture. Agriculture, you can have it as a Greek, or you can decide to still maintain, since it is not a longer subject name that may overlap in the report, or it is not compulsory. So, and check and save. So whenever you add, that data will be automatically saved in your database. So we have subject like entrepreneurship education, entrepreneurship education. So you can have this. It is also not that very long. Then you can add it. Then we have ICT, information and communication technology. I can still have it shorter because of time. Not compulsory. We can have physics. Physics at O level is compulsory. Add. We can have Kiswahili. If in your school you do Kiswahili, you can also add it there. There is CRE. You can also have CRE, not compulsory. It depends. If it is, you put it is compulsory. Then we have a subject like a Lusoga language. Add. You have a subject like art and design. You can have art and design. You can have art and design. You can have physical education among other subjects mentioned, but a few. So it depends on how many subjects your school is doing. Now, if you want to delete a subject, you use this delete subject. For example, you enter the subject like PE. You enter the subject like PE, but you realize you don't do PE. So just come to PE and then say delete. It will ask, do you want to delete this subject? You say, okay. So subject deleted successfully and you will not see it anymore. Oh, sorry. Which subject did we delete? Okay. It is deleted now. It is deleted now. I think we had deleted physics instead of PE at first. So we can still bring back our physics. We can still bring back our physics. We had deleted it. If you enter subject name which has already been entered, it will cause issues to your system. It will freeze and it will not allow you to save. That means you're going to close it again and then you can come back and restart it again. So you have 13 subjects so far according to what is here. And then we can go back to dashboard. So you are now set to register O-level learners because you have their classes and you also have their subjects. So you can say students, add student, and then when you come to change a level, you can see their subjects are here, right? that is okay. So for adding subjects for for A level, you're going to follow the same steps. If you're adding for A level new curriculum, the same steps. The form is similar. For example, let me say these people do general, they do general paper, and I may want it to appear as GP, and it is compulsory you add. So you can also say they do biology, it will appear the same. And then you say it is not compulsory. Then you say these people also do agriculture. These people also do agriculture. We are adding for different levels. You say add. These people do geography. Remember, currently we don't have paper options confirmed for this new curriculum. So that's why you are not seeing us asking for paper options. And then we shall have maybe pure math, or we can call it principal mathematics. Principal, I don't know whether this is the correct spelling. Then you can have it like that. You can have economics. Have economics. You can have like sub math. Sub math. You can have sub ICT. You can have sub ICT. And then you add. For now, we can end there. So you can add as more subjects as you can, depending on how many subjects you offer. So we can go and add also subjects. Now this is different for A level optional subjects. If you have like A level, all the curriculum senior 6, where they have paper options like mathematics paper 1 and 2, geography paper 1, 2 and 3. This one is going to be managed differently from this. So we can say manage classes, then you call and say A level transition subjects. So here you add a subject, for example, general paper, you may want to call it GP. GP has one paper. So for paper options, you're going to use this paper option field. Type a paper as 1, 2, like that. Then each paper option you type, you press enter to allow you enter another one. If you don't have another paper option, leave, and you're just only going to save. Or if you want to remove a paper option, use this red minus like that. Okay, so I can say 1, enter. Then you choose the type of the subject. Is it a subsidiary subject, or it is like a principal? So this is subsidiary and it is compulsory. We add. So GP, which is also known as general paper, is having one paper. It is a subsidiary type and it is compulsory. So we can also add mathematics. We call this pure mathematics. And then math has paper 1, enter. Paper 2, enter. It is a principal subject, then not compulsory, add. So you see. And then we have biology. Have biology. Which has 1 paper, 2 paper, 3 papers. This principal, add. We have economics. Which has 1, 2 papers. We add. We have geography, geography, which has paper 1, paper 2, paper 3. Add. We have subject like physics, which has paper 1, paper 2, and paper 3. So you add, okay? So that is how we add subjects for the old curriculum A level. So we go back. So now you are set to register all learners. In the next video, I will be guiding you on how you can add learners on the Easy School tool system. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe on my YouTube channel, Kakaire Manasseh. Subscribe and like, share the video, and also you can get the software in the shared link in my video. Just check description down, you're going to find the link to downloading the software, and for an installation key, just contact me on the numbers provided. Thank you.